Advent of code, day 6. Here we go. Day 6. Seafloor is getting steeper. Nast School of Lanternfish. You must spawn quickly to reach such larges, maybe exponentially. New Lanternfish creates a new Lanternfish once every 7 days. They're not synchronized. Using a new Lanternfish would need slightly longer before it's capable. 2 more days for its first cycle. After 1 day. Okay. Later cycles equals ints. First cycles equals. Find a way to simulate Lanternfish. Okay. Okay, how many would there be after 80 days? Okay. After n days equals. So I want to compute how many Lanternfish there are after each day. Oh, how many it creates after each day. After creation equals equals days after equals 8. Days after equals 8. While days after is less than equal 80, after creation total equals 0. Oh, at stage equals at new stage equals z hash dot new. New at stage no, at stage inst dot each do n at stage n plus equals 1 80 times do. New at stage equals z hash dot new. Max equals 8 do n. New at stage 8 equals new at stage 8 equals at stage 0. New at stage 6 equals at age 0. New at stage n minus 1 plus equals new at stage n equals at stage equals new at stage. Puts at stage dot inspect. At stage each. All right. Oh. 3, 4, 3, 1, 2. So we have 2 at 3, 1 at 4, 1 at 2, 1 at 0. The next day we have 1 at 0, 1 at 2 at 1, 1 at 3, none at 4 or 5. The next day we have 1 at 8, 1 at 6, 1 at 0. Wait. at stage dot each do n. Okay. N. N, and that's K. Three, three, 4, 1, 2. 2, 2, 0, and 3. Eight, 6, 0, 1, 1, 2. Okay, so that's wrong. Eight, 7, 6, 5. 0, 0, 1. And now we have 2 8s, a 7, 3 6s, 5 4, and a 0. Okay. $80 times do that. Puts at stage dot values dot sum. All right, 1227 for part 1. Part 2. Man, Advent code is struggling right now. Part 1. Yay! 13 minutes. Let's see if I would have gotten on the leaderboard. Nope. Definitely not. For day 6? Holy cow. All right. Well, let's go over day 6. Seafloor is getting steeper. Maybe the sleigh keys got carried this way. A massive school of glowing lanternfish swims past. They must spawn quickly to reach such large numbers, maybe exponentially quickly. You should model their growth rate to be sure. Although you know nothing about this specific species of lanternfish, you make some guesses about their attributes. Surely each lanternfish creates a new lanternfish once every 7 days. However, this process isn't necessarily synchronized between every lanternfish. One lanternfish might have 2 days left until it creates another lanternfish, while might another have 4. You can model each fish as a single number that represents the number of days until it creates a new lanternfish. Furthermore, you reason a new lanternfish would certainly need slightly longer before it's capable of producing more lanternfish, 2 more days for its first cycle. So suppose you have a lanternfish with an internal timer of 3. After 1 day, its internal timer becomes 2. Another day it becomes 1. Another day it becomes 0. Then another day it goes to 6, and it would create a new lanternfish with a timer of 8. Then it goes to 5, and the new one goes to 7. Submarine automatically produces a list of the ages of several hundred nearby lanternfish. You're given the following list. This means that the first fish has an internal time of 3, second fish has a timer of 4, then another with 3, and then one with 2, and one with 1, and one with 2. So the way we do this is do the way we do this is we basically keep track of how many fish we have at each stage. And if n equals 80. Let's just make sure that looks good. So the way we do this is we keep track of how many fish we have at each stage. And then we initialize that for each number. We have another fish at that stage. Then for each iteration, we basically, it's just these like 9. The lanternfish can be in one of 9 different stages, 0 through 8. And so for every, we create a new list of stages, and for every fish that we have at stage 0, it'll create a new fish at stage 8. And then all of those fish at stage 0 will also go to, they themselves will go to stage 6. And then for stages 1 through 8, we want to add all of the fish at that stage, this is 1 through 8, to the fish at one stage below. And then we update our stages. And then we just print out the total number of fish is the number of fish at each stages, so we get all the values and sum them up. And so is that where I want it? Yeah. So after 80 iterations, we print out part 1, and then we do 256 iterations to do part 2. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that one was relatively simple. Yep. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so that is December 6th. Advent of Code, day 6.